Well, today we're going to learn about transferring equipment from one plant into another plant, or receiving a piece of equipment from one plant to another plant. So when you go in, you first of all have to go in display mode on the piece of equipment, either pull up a list of equipment of that plant and pull up their piece of equipment they want to change, or you can put in, I think it is IE02, and that's equipment change if you know the equipment number, they give it to you. So here you would go into change mode, you double click, and you go into first, like if you look at the location, you'll see it's 4200, we want to change it to 4288. Organization, this is going to have to get changed to this 4200, and then, so what we need to do is you go into structure, change install, and you click dismantle. So that takes a lot of the stuff off, and you green check it, and then you go into organization and you take this out and go enter, and it just leaves it blank. This is under planning plant, you take that out. Then you go into location. If you look, 4200 is still in here, we got to get rid of that. So you go into edit, change maintenance plant. You put in the 4288 is where we're going to transfer it to. So it's saying there's some things that's on this piece of equipment that we also have to change. I think some maintenance items and plans and task lists that we have to change. So you green check it. So now you see it's 4288. The organization still shows 4200, which is 4288. 4288. I don't know why that changed. And anyway, just make sure that that's changed to 4288. Now, if you know where the piece of equipment's going, you would go in and go back into change install, and you want to put, you don't have to right now, you can just go ahead and save it, and it's going to say it's just as it's unavailable. So then you go into the functional location. And on the functional location, you want to pull a list, put in the planning plant, which is the I have two planning plants here. I got to delete them both and just put in the 4288 because I want to find out what functional location they want. If they have the functional location, you can use theirs, the one they give you, or you can find out which one they want to use, or you can go into their plant and find it there and copy it over. So you green check it. And on the maintenance plant, again, get rid of everything and just put 4288. Run it. And at the bottom, another thing you want to do too is you want to make sure that only the active functional locations are shown, because so you have to put in status exclude inactive functional locations. So it's INAC that you want to put in this field to exclude these, because when it's inactive, it comes up with INAC. So anyway, you run it. And I'm going to just select this one, Stockpile, as an example. You green check it, and it installs it, and this is in there and shows you the work center is 4288A. Then we go into, so right now everything should look good. As far as location, should be the 4288. Organization should be 4288. This pops in when you pull in the functional location where it's going to be working in. And then structure, it shows, the functional location is 4288 Stockpile. And if you have anything in there you want to get rid of, I think you can get rid of it. Let's see. No, I don't see anything else. So now you would go into environment, maintenance items. So now this is part of the plan that kicks out to do the PMs on this piece of equipment. So you just click it, it puts that in the field already, you run it, and now this is for maintenance item. We want to go into the maintenance plan. So we click on the item, we go to maintenance plan, then we go into change mode. In change mode, you want to then click change mode, highlight it, and you say maintenance plan. And if you look, the plan is the top part here, maintenance plan, see here. And then if you scroll down, you'll see maintenance item, which has, you see this maintenance item is, we wanted 4288, so we want to put 4288 for that function location. Though we got to change the function location. No, that's right, you don't do it here. So it's 4200. Leave this the same. This is the equipment. This is for the equipment. It defaults in. So once we save the equipment, this will get defaulted in. Here's where we have to change it, the planning data. So this is where you change the 4288. And this is 4288 and 4288. So this is the work center and also the plant, which is Cisco Quarry Shop. So anyway, so that's it there. And then all you got to do is you back out and you save it, which I'm not going to save it because I'm going to let, this is just for show. You can say no, don't save it. Just what you would say, save it. Now if you look, this says it's inactive, this certain maintenance plan. So if we go back in, to activate this plan, you would go in if you need to when they get ready to activate it. Apparently somebody turned this off because they really didn't need it. So if you go in, you can activate it or deactivate it. Again, you go down to function, you can activate or deactivate. Right now it's deactivated. So the one that's dark is activate. So if I click this, it will activate it and it'll start. And then you have to run the plan. But that's a whole nother lesson. We won't get into that. Just make sure you change this just so it won't kick out any more plans on your end. Okay, and then we keep backing out. And keep backing out till you get back to the equipment master. So right now it's done. So it's already been, just to recap, it's already been change, install. It's already been changed and install. If you put something in wrong, you just dismantle it, you put in the right functional location, and you install with transfer. Or you can say install with transfer, it's just it's going to pull everything over. So if you want, if you knew it ahead of time, you can go install with transfer, and then it would pull everything over, but it's the same thing. Shoot. So let me go and put this back in because apparently it took it out. There it is. Green check it. All right. So that's it. Hopefully this helps you out. These are just brief things that I can hopefully help you out with. Again, this is to transfer equipment from one to the other, or to your plant to another plant, or this plant to your plant. Now, there is one other thing some people are asking me, and that is if you wanted to dismantle this piece, or discontinue this piece of equipment, you would go in and you would go into the structure, change, install. What you would do is dismantle it. This is to get rid of it completely, or just either you're going to junk it. So, and then you would also go into equipment, function. Again, there's that active, deactivate. So when you say deactivate, it's going to make it inactive, and you're going to make sure it has in there its idle parked. So when you do it, it's showing that this piece of equipment is parked. Or you can put it that you disposed of it. Maybe you junked it, maybe you sold it. You click sell. So, and then if you disposed of it, you can put disposed, and then you just green arrow back. And if you look now, it has 004, which means disposed. And if you can, again, you can look at what everything means. It's available, the object's deactivated, and it's disposed of. And that's it. So that's how you would deactivate or get rid of a piece of equipment. If you want to activate it again, or you say, hey, I made a mistake, you go in here and you just say activate. So now it should change it to activate. Go into here, make this, let's see, I think it's operation, and you back out. So now it's in operation. It's available. Operation is 0002, so it's operation. But now you have to go in and you have to put your functional location back in. So then you have to go and install. So first you need to pull up the, again, we're going to go through this again. You have to pull up what functional location you want. So you would delete these. And you add in 4288. Check it, and you go here, and you delete this, and you go 4288. Again, it's going to pull up a list. You run it. Remember, make sure that you're only pulling up active. Let's say Stockpile. You check it. And then if you look, the organization has the right everything, 4288. Location here is 4288. Again, to get this location right, again, it's edit, change maintenance plan. Remember, you got to do it in the steps I said. First thing you do is you dismantle it. Second thing you do is you change the maintenance plan. And the third thing you do is you go to organization and you take this out. Then if you know the functional location, you can go back in and put the functional location in and install it. Anyway, that's it. I'm backing out of here without saving it. I hope this helps you. Say no, do not save, and it's all back the way it was. Thanks again. Talk to you later. Let's stop this.